this is gonna be my first time reacting to Majorkill. I think there were times when somebody recommended I react to Majorkill, but I never did. Today is the day I react to him. Because I'm curious what he will say about the meaning of the Warhammer episode. I mean, it's about Titus, right? Being a man who doesn't fear anything. He has no fear. That's the whole idea. He's not scared of anybody. And also there's another guy who didn't die from the demon attack. It's like his master or something. Someone who's older than him. It's like his senpai. Titus senpai and Titus survived that demon attack. That's what I remember.
G'day guys and gal. Many of you have been asking about my thoughts on the new secret level Amazon episode about Warhammer, and I thought why not give you a week or so to check it out for yourself before I make a spoiler-filled lore breakdown of the episode. This isn't a review video, but the episode is sick. It does Space Marines justice.
It's not a review video. Huh. But he's gonna explain it. Okay. Alright, sure.
It doesn't
man.
treat the audience like idiots by over-expositioning stuff, and it basically just
feels
really
like a pilot
episode of, hey Amazon, please make a full live-action series.
Are they even gonna make a full series? A full... What did they say? Live-action series? No, I want animated series. Aren't they always talking about a series with Henry Chan? I know it's gonna happen, right? Isn't the series with Henry Cavill gonna happen soon? Surely. I've been seeing it on my recommended videos. They're working on it. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Explanation or exposition. If you aren't a lore-loving virgin like myself, there's probably a few things you may be confused about, so I thought I'd explain
lore-loving virgin
level in this video. Today we'll go to the secret level episode, explaining its lore, context, and if it has any wider implications in the wider story of Warhammer 40k. Let's get into it.
He has a nice voice.
The episode starts off with a little prologue of a child dragging a chainsword. This child is the one who would one day become the legendary Ultramarine Titus, the protagonist of both Space Marine 1 and 2, and whose battle record would be nearly unmatched in the entire galaxy. It is narrated by a Space Marine who would be the one to recruit Titus into the chapter originally. It then cuts to the present, where we have a Blade Guard veteran, the same Space Marine who recruited Titus, being assigned a mission. The mission is to destroy a Chaos relic and then mark the location's coordinates for orbital bombardment. Due to the mission parameters, no one was expected to survive. As such, 3 Blade Guard veterans and Titus are sent to complete the mission. This is an extremely elite squad of Space Marines.
3 Blackguard veterans. Blackguard. Wasn't he sent to become a Blackguard? Eventually, after Space Marine 1? Black Shield, Blackguard? Right? I remember that part.
Blade Guard veterans are masters of melee combat and are kind of like chapter champions unto themselves. Titus is a Primaris lieutenant and legend amongst the chapter. So it's unclear why they sent such an esteemed squad on what was apparently a suicide mission. Perhaps they knew they would need 10 or 20 or so normal Space Marines to do the job, and they didn't want to lose that many, so they were content to lose 4 veterans instead. Either way, the Space Marines drop onto the world in the classic efficient way Space Marines often do. The world was...
This part right here is so Mad Max. When they were fighting these guys in Mad Max looking armor.
Either way, the Space Marines drop onto the world in the classic efficient way Space Marines often do. The world was heavily corrupted by chaos, more specifically by Tzeentch, as evident by its barren nature, unnatural weather, dilated time, and other indicators. Corruption usually is due to one of 2 things, either a powerful chaos corrupted person or persons who radiate corruption, such as demon princes or chaos sorcerers, or more commonly, chaos relics, which was the target of today's mission. If the relic is destroyed, the chaos corruption is greatly weakened, which can allow for a world to be purified and retaken by the Imperium. When the squad arrives, they are beset upon by Chaos cultists, the cannon fodder of Chaos, and are slaughtered as fodder. The episode shows off extremely lore-accurate Space Marine combat. Their movements are fast, powerful, precise, and efficient. Their armor is strong and does not break under the enemy's weak
this is
fire.
so cool.
The only true obstacle is when an enemy tank rocks up, which causes Titus to go hero mode and take it out. The Space Marines suffer 0 casualties or even injuries as they slaughter dozens of cultists. As they are veterans, this is completely lore friendly. Perhaps lower ranked Space Marines may not fare as well, but you can tell killing is like breathing for these old warriors. Titus is also dragging some kind of chained coffin, which he momentarily abandons to take out the tank, something the Blade Guard veteran leader disapproves of. Remember, that Blade Guard veteran leader is the one that recruited Titus to begin with, so perhaps he has some kind of mentor or fatherly dynamic over Titus. So seeing Titus ditch cargo precious to the mission to dunk on a tank might be a bit of a head shake.
It's a senpai-kohai relationship, obviously. This shot as well is so good. They showed it right away in the trailer, right? This part. And this is how you tell that the guy who made Astartes is involved with this. Oh, this is so cool. This scene right here. Oh, so cool. I would have loved for this episode to be like 2 hours. I would have loved this episode to be a 2-hour movie instead. He's really good.
The squad proceeds deeper into the enemy's territory, heading underground. The corruption here is thicker, with the Space Marine Purity Seals burning off their armor. Purity Seals don't really do much, they are more so just for show, so it was just symbolic of chaos to burn them off. It didn't necessarily weaken the Space Marines' immunity to chaos or something. The squad is then attacked by Xanagors, which are beastmen who have been corrupted into the service of Tzeentch. They are significantly deadlier than normal Chaos cultists, with the physicality and power needed to kill a Space Marine. However, this veteran squad were way...
Xanagos? Did he say Xanagos? Xanagos? This guy? No way, right? Maybe I misheard it. I heard it's at Xanagos. This is the Xanagos I know. God of Rebels from Magic the Gathering. Xangors?
Didn't necessarily weaken the Space Marines' immunity to chaos or something. The squad is then attacked by Xanagors, which are...
Xanagors. What a weird pronunciation. Xangor. Alright.
Are beastmen who have been corrupted into the service of Tzeentch. They are significantly deadlier than normal Chaos cultists, with the physicality and power needed to kill a Space Marine.
They're beastmen? Yeah, but this guy is also a beastman, see? Well, he looks kinda like a beastman. He's like, looks like this. You know? Anyway,
however, this veteran squad were way too skilled for that nonsense, and they managed to slay the Xanagors without too much issue in an extremely cinematic fight. I'm glad they included the scene. The combat in this episode was insane. The squad arrives at the Chaos Relic, which just turns out to be a massive statue of a Lord of Change, the greater demons of Tzeentch, which Titus has actually fought before. The Space Marines open their coffin, which turns out to hold an Imperial Psyker, seemingly an astropath due to his blindness.
Dude, I remember when we were watching this, I was thinking like, the whole time they were fighting and the whole time they were dragging the coffin, this guy must have been getting smooshed all over the place. He's getting shaken up. You know what I mean? Imagine if you're in a coffin and the person dragging you, he must have been shaken out. Like, he must have bruises all over. Oh my god, this guy. Poor guy. Also, he dies right away, so maybe it doesn't really matter. I was just thinking that when we were watching this part.
See, while Space Marines are physically and mentally powerful, they are spiritually vulnerable. Psychic energy can turn a Space Marine inside out without too much drama if they are unprotected. Protection can include Space Marine Psychers, special anti-warp wards, a psychic blank, an especially strong will, or in this case, an Imperial Psyker. The squad begins firing upon the statue, which retaliates in turn. However, the Imperial Psyker creates a psychic shield. Then the statue releases its true guardian, a demon of Tzeentch. Now, this demon isn't one we've seen before, but that isn't a crazy surprise. Many special demons are unique, with this demon likely being a demon prince due to its humanoid nature, extremely high level of power and wings. Some people also say it's a gaunt summoner, which are demons from Age of Sigma and are the chosen demon wizard summoners of Tzeentch, with only 9 in existence at a time. Either way, they're incredibly powerful and not to be fucked with. The demon attacks the Space Marines and instantly targets the Psyker, killing him, which removes the psychic shielding from the squad. This allows the demon to slow down time and trap the squad. It then infiltrates their mind one at a time. Now, mind warp powers are very subjective. Generally, with the warp, you can't just click your fingers and someone explodes.
He looks like that guy in Pan's Labyrinth. Well, he's kind of a combination of this guy and the pan. Is he based on a pan? Maybe. Kinda looks like a pan without eyes. I don't know. I like the design of this guy.
Generally, with the warp, you can't just click your fingers and someone explodes. You have to break their mental defense, and then you can do whatever you want with them, such as making them explode. This is also why non-psychic Primarchs like Gilliman can't just be insta-killed by Chaos Sorcerers. For this demon, he seemingly used the Space Marine's own fear against them, breaking their mental defense, which allowed him to kill them one by one. Space Marine fear isn't like mortal fear, but it does exist in some form. For the first Space Marine, he used the Marine's fear of his own humanity and weakness. We don't see what he did for the second, but that Marine was also slain. For the Blade Guard veteran leader, his greatest fear was Titus, as it seemed like he was unsure if it was the right decision recruiting such a fearless
scared of
child
Titus.
into the Ultramarines to begin with. He feared that Titus could end up becoming a legendary Chaos champion. However, unlike his two warriors, he was simply injured, not killed, perhaps due to greater mental strength. The demon then moves on to Titus, however Titus literally has no fear of anything. Dude is staunch as fuck, so all the demon heard was boss music as Titus trapped him in his own mind and broke his staff, which ended the demon's ability to control time.
That's pretty
the
cool.
demon flees in terror, however Titus catches him and slaughters him without mercy. The Chaos Relic statue collapses, and then the area is marked with destruction.
Dude, that
the
blue go is
ship
so
telling
nice.
the Space Marines to die well, as they don't think they will survive extraction. Titus drags the Blade Guard veteran leader to safety. Now this dude is old, even by Space Marine standards. He has 4 golden service studs in his head, which represents over 4 centuries of service. However, Space Marines are functionally immortal, so he hasn't slowed or weakened in this time. Sure, he could do with some moisturizer or a chemical peel, but as they say, black don't crack. Titus then faces down a horde of Chaos cultists charging towards them, which we can assume ends with Titus slaughtering all of them and then extracting himself and the Blade Guard leader. So does this secret level video have any wider lore implications or connections to anything else? Not really. Titus is the only recurring character that appears here.
Does this have a wider connection to the lore? Not really. But he made a whole video about it. That's the point of YouTube, you know? Just talk about it. Why not? I mean, I was expecting something more. You got me, Majorkill. I mean, I didn't realize the meaning of the other things that was going on. I didn't realize that the senpai was scared of him. I didn't realize the senpai was scared of Titus. If you watch carefully, you will remark that only Titus moves in his mind when the other are always passive are real possibilities that Titus is a blank. I wonder. I wonder. Is he a blank? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's just not scared, you know? He's not scared of anything.
Everyone else is entirely new, including the Blade Guard leader and the Tzeentchian demon. Chaos relics are targeted and destroyed all the time, so it wasn't like this was a big special
there's a
event
lot
or
of lore
anything either.
snippets that
the
got
episode
their own
really
videos.
focused on Titus being this fearless force of nature. From him being feared by his squad mates, being immune to the demon's bullshit, being the one to take up the Chaos tank, and so on. The secondary purpose of this episode was just to show off Warhammer being dope as fuck to a wider audience.
Wait, you know what? It's not that he's a blank, it's because he's the main character. He has plot armor, of course. That's why he's able to do all this. That's why the demon doesn't have an effect on him. That's why he could solo attack, because he's the main character. We are not simply ignoring the fact that he has plot armor. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. But it is indeed a beautiful animation. It's not a blank. No way it's a blank. Well, I don't know. Seems the new animation is out now. What new animation? A new Warhammer animation?
Audience. The action is unlike anything you see in other series. Brutal, efficient, and ruthless. With some
yes, it's
incredibly
efficient.
stunning
Exactly.
shots. It seeks to leave the viewers saying, I'm
It's
not
very
really sure
efficient.
what happened or what is going on, but this is fucking awesome and I want to see more of it. It's actually a lot like Astartes in that way, which makes sense since the creator of Astartes was involved in the secret level project.
Of
The show
course.
seeks to intrigue you and draw you into the Warhammer universe. Who is Titus? What is a Space Marine? Who is that demon? And so on. And it does a cracker job of it. However, it also doesn't really give us much meat to work with in the lore department, so I'm seriously struggling to pad out this video to the 10-minute mark. I don't know how Arbiter Ian got to 20 minutes, people just love to fucking yap. Hopefully this secret level series, especially the Warhammer episode, does well to give Amazon more faith in the Warhammer live action series and
The secret to yapping is you stream. Because when you stream, you are forced to yap. Especially when you stream for more than like 3 hours. That's how you learn how to yap. How do you pad a video? For more than 10 minutes, you yap about random stuff. Like what I'm doing right now. Easy. That's how you do it. You know what? This reaction is gonna be longer than this video, obviously, because I'm yapping in between what he's talking about, and this is not even relevant to the video we're watching. But that's a secret. Yap. New animation about Cadian that return to a fragment of Cadia. Is it just an animation or is it an animation for a game?
Maybe even give us a season 2 with some more dope as fuck Warhammer content. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place to be. Where we've just uploaded a Sanguinius nude cosplay photo shoot for $5 and up patrons. You don't want to miss out on seeing those angelic boobs. Hit the subscribe button and hit the real subscribe button for
angelic
more
boobies, you say?
Join us for more memes and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace. See you in the next one. Peace. The way he said peace, though. That pace made me subscribe. Pace, Majorkill. This is the ending song. Ending song. This is the ending song.